Alright guys, we have $9.50 in pennies, and I'm going to go through them and see if I can possibly get something good out of here. I'll bring you in on the first find. Okay, I'm on roll 1, and I see some promising things here. This looks kind of old, and that I know is some wheat ears right there. So let's check this one out first. No, it's just a 63. Let's look at this one too. 77. Alright. 67. And let's see what the wheat ears are. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see the year. Alright. 1944 out of Denver with some stuff on it. There we go. Alright. Okay, I'm on roll 8 and I see a wheat cent right here. It's kind of old. Nope. 57. Can't get much newer than that. A little bit newer. Oh well. Still the 50s. I'll take it. That's 2 wheat cents so far. Let's see if there's anything else while I'm here. $68. No other wheat cents. Alright, I'll bring you back on the next find. Okay, next roll, and this guy spilled out towards the end. And it's not the year, it's 1950. Oh, it's 1950. I thought it was 56. That's cool. 1950. Very cool. Okay, that'll do it for the rolls. We did get 3 wheat cents, a 1944D, a 1950P, and a 1957D. And then I got a 59 out of Denver, a pretty nice 61D, a Blazer 68D, a Blazer 72D, and then 3 of the 4 2009 designs. And a handful of coppers that I'm going to keep. There's a small bunch of 60s, and here's a bunch of 70s that I'm going to keep, and a few 80s as well. But that'll wrap it up. I will certainly combine this with another penny hunt, so we will see you on that one. See you next time. Okay guys, we have $11 in pennies here. We're going to go through them and see if we can get some fun stuff here. I did notice when I picked it up that this one says 1962D, so we'll see if those are actually 1962Ds. And then as I was laying them out, I noticed that one of them says 1958, so that might be a whole roll of wheats. Let's look at the end together. Oh, look at that. It's not a 58, but it's a nice looking 63. Alright, let me move these aside and we'll do this one first. I keep forgetting to get my mat out, so I thought I'd get it out today. Alright, let's see if we can go through this and see what we got. I did look at the other side and it's not a 58 either, but it does look like it might be all copper. Yeah, it's all copper alright. I don't see any wheats though. Looks like all 60s. Alright, I'm going to go through this and I'll bring you back in if I find any wheat cents in here. Okay, I did find a wheat cent in there. I found one, but it wasn't a 58. It was a 1953 out of Denver. There we go. Alright, I'll put that up here on the board. Put that right here. And I should point out that every single one of them in here was either 60s or 50s. There's 60, 60. Some of these are Blazers too, 64. That's a 64 as well. And that's a 64. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of 59s, 5 59s, and a 59D. All these are P's. and the rest of them were all 60s. The only two that I'm not going to keep were these two. They're ruined. And this was the 70s, which is the only 70s in there. Alright, well, let's move on to the next roll. Alright, we're on roll 3 here, and we got a wheat cent. Roll 1 and 2 were completely all copper. I did set aside almost all of them. And let's see what this is. This has a really good detail to it. I assume it's going to be 50s, but maybe it's in 40s. We'll see. 41 out of San Francisco. I think that's San Francisco. No, Denver. 41 at Denver. Alright. We'll put that over here. Alright, I'll bring you back if we get something else. Okay, I'm on roll 4, and I got another wheat cent. I have not looked at it yet. What is this? 64. Alright, let's see what this is. Look at that blazer behind it. 64. Alright. 1944. Alright, another one in the 40s. Let's go along here and see if we... Oh, I think I see another wheat cent. Is that a wheat cent? That sure is. Ooh, this one looks worn. 46S, I think. Yeah, 1946S. Nice. Oh, and what's right behind it? Another wheat cent. 44D. Nice. Let's see if we got any others in here. 71. There's another one. Oh my goodness. 44. Let's see if we got any others in here. What was this? 64. 62. Oh, look at that blazer. 68S seems to be a big one. I get more 68S blazers than anything else. Alright, let's go along here and see if there's anything else. Oh, there's another one. $55D. Alright, anything else? There's another one. This has been a great roll. 52S. And let's see, what do we got here? 68. 69. Oh, Canadian. Look at that. 65. Oh, kind of beat up. 65. Very cool. First foreign. Ooh, look at this blazer. 84. Alright, I think that's it for Wheaties. Alright, I'll bring you back on the next find. Okay, I'm on the very next roll, and we got another wheat cent. This is a 1956 out of Denver, I think. Yeah, 56 out of Denver. Alright. And again, this looks like it's going to be mostly copper. If not all copper. Let's see if we got any other wheat cents in here. I don't see any, but if I do, I'll bring you back in. Yep, I missed one. It's the very beginning. It's a 1940 out of San Francisco. Alright, I think that's the earliest we found so far. Okay, I just dumped out the roll that was marked 62D, and look at these things. They're all blazers. All of them. They all look like that. That is insane. I think I'm just going to put them all back in the roll and keep the whole roll. Alright, I'll bring you back on the next find. Okay, we've got our 11th wheatie here. And let's see what it is. A 1952 out of San Francisco. I think we already had one of those. Oh, that's 56. Alright. Alright, wheat cent number 12. And we're not even halfway through the rolls. 47S, I think. Yep, 47S. Okay, we're all done with those rolls, and we got a total of, I believe, 12 wheat cents. Starting with a 45 out of San Francisco. I'm sorry, a 40 out of San Francisco. 41 out of Denver. 2 44s out of Philly. 44 out of Denver. 46 out of San Francisco. 47 out of San Francisco, I believe. 2 52s out of Denver. 53 out of Denver. 55 out of Denver. And 56 out of Denver, I believe. Maybe that's in San Francisco, it's hard to tell. This is Denver. Alright, and then we did get one foreign. We got this Canadian cent from 1965, I believe. Yep, 1965. And then we got a ton of copper. Look at all this. Got 6 full rolls of 60s. Plus these are all 59s, 59P and D. Those are some Blazer 60s. And then here's some Blazer 70s. A whole roll of 70s that I'm going to keep. And then some other random ones I'm going to keep. Or at least check my album against. Alright, well that'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot of wheaties in this hunt. It was a really good hunt. Alright, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next penny hunt.